St. John's is bringing home one of its favorite sons. Chris Mullin will reportedly be introduced Wednesday as the new head basketball coach. A five-time NBA All-Star and member of the original Dream Team, Mullin is charged with returning St. John's to prominence. We welcome in Tarik Turner, former Red Storm guard and our college basketball analyst. All right, Tarik, what makes this the right move for St. John's and for Chris Mullin right now?
Well, I mean, you know, as a former player, I came to St. John's because of Chris Mullin and what he did for not only the team and the program, but for the league, the Big East, and the glory days. He was one of the pioneers. So I think it brings a recognition of a familiar face, a guy that brings instant credibility in terms of his accomplishments, one of the smartest basketball minds that I've been around, and a lot of people would agree with that. And just the fact that he is putting not his legacy on the line, but he's looking past that and kind of giving up his life in California to come back home. That in itself tells me and all the guys that have been vested in St. John's basketball how much this means to him.
He's never coached before. What's the biggest challenge he's going to face at St. John's?
Well, the first priority is going to be his staff. He knows that. He understands that college basketball is totally different from the NBA, and the biggest difference is the importance of recruiting and the fact that you have to constantly be on the grind with your staff to bring in talent year after year. So I think on the court, the teaching, the in-game stuff, he has that. The recruiting piece, he has a natural charisma about himself and a personality. The credibility of his accomplishments is certainly going to help. His kids want to go somewhere where they know the guy can put them in the league.
What is the biggest selling point he has on the recruiting trail?
Oh, that's the easy one. I mean, his selling point is that he has performed on the highest of highest levels as a college player at St. John's. He's a local guy who grew up in Brooklyn, New York, as you know, and he knows this is familiar territory to him. He understands what St. John's means to the city, what it means to the Big East, what it means to the national basketball landscape. What he was able to accomplish as a four-year player, the greatest player in the history of St. John's, in my opinion, is instant credibility in itself. And then to go on to the NBA and play in the Dream Team and, you know, be a Hall of Fame player in the NBA, this extends his legacy. So, and on top of that, Chris, as you know, aside from the player, him as a person, he's one of the most humble, hardworking guys I've ever met. I mean, he used to come and play with us in the summers when I was at St. John's, and he used to work with us. And that kind of attitude of giving back and responsibility to his program, Coach Carnesecca, who paved the way, kind of speaks for itself.
Tarik, we love the insight. Thanks very much.
Thanks a lot.